Was not to. Alright. That's fair, I guess. You just bring in the helixes in any of the matchups where you just like need more removal. So like anytime you want to be like killing their things, you bring in the helixes. Like this is just a matchup where like he has crappy creatures that we want to kill, so we kill them. People that are interested in this deck, you can find links below the stream to a bunch of different content with the decks. I've written 3 or 4 different primers on it now. I've created a number of different things for it, so. Can you target my bird this time? No, just target my Thopter again. I think I'm actually just going to draw a card here at this, because I want him to walk his guy into... that was a good... just like an embarrassment of riches. Just like, play this, get back our removal spell, Snapcaster Mage. Or... Helix, you're idiot. You want to come up here, Dad? I think that this deck, on average, is ahead against Red-Green Tron. If they don't have their Ugin super early, we're definitely ahead, and they don't play a lot of Ugins. So that's my opinion on the Green Red Tron matchup. Now, like Blue Tron and Blue White Tron, which aren't very popular because they're not as good in the format as a whole, because they don't beat Burn, and in fact, they lose that worse than Green Red Tron does. I think those matchups are much harder. I don't understand that Ghost Quarter, but sure, man. I mean, if you just don't have other cards to bring in, boarding in Helix when you're racing is fine. Yeah, I've boarded in Helix against combo decks before. I guess I should have gotten my plane so I could pat this. Small mistake. But again, probably doesn't matter because his deck doesn't really have very good cards in it. I mean, Goyf's probably never going to go down in price. So, like... And, like, Infect's probably good post-bannings. Like, people think Tron's going to be good, so Infect will be good. I added a Malira to my sideboard because I'm expecting an uptick in Infect. But, of course, then you have to consider, like, do I think an overall uptick in Infect makes the deck better or worse in the format? Because people are going to do things like add Maliras to their sideboard or other hate cards that are good against Infect. Yeah, man, you had Kitchen Fangs. So I think I'm actually gonna... resto this Witness for a Horizon Canopy. Just like I want to cantrip it. I don't know if that's unreasonable or not. I'm gonna path this now, be mana efficient. No, Malira is basically there just for Infect. You don't want to bring it in against robots because you want them to do a balance of Infect and regular damage against you. Do you have a bot? I would recommend... I use MTGO Wiki Price for everything. And actually, if you're selling bulk stuff, I always just like Card Hoarders online thing for like giving you estimations. Like I just recently sold a bunch of Magic Online stuff, and I just like shipped it all to Card Hoarder, and it was super convenient. The Merfolk matchup is close. The Lightning Helixes help a lot, and the Engineered Explosives is very good. Just like having a bunch of removal against them is great. And again, like, we're not comboing our opponent, we're just, like, playing a reasonable game of Magic with reasonable Magic cards. And like this match was great. Like people often ask me how our Chord deck beats like the Leonin Arbiter or even Mind Sensor deck, and like this is how, like, they just don't play good cards and we play good cards. The next big Modern event is the Pro Tour and Regionals are in 3 weeks, and then there's a Modern Open in Louisville after that. Kill this guy. Because people are bad at evaluating things because they see things that hate on search cards, and our deck, the Chord deck, is full of search cards, so the Chord deck shouldn't be able to beat things that are good against search cards, which just isn't true. It's just like people often assume Merfolk has a very good Tron matchup just because Merfolk has main deck Spreading Seas, when in reality, Merfolk has a very poor Tron matchup because they line up poorly against cards like Pyroclasm and Oblivion Stone and Ugin. I'm not a fan of Gavany Township. I think I'd rather have cards like Ghost Quarter to hedge the Tron deck. I think we already win the beatdown matchups enough where Gavany Township would be good, so generally I think it'll be win more. It's hard to say, though. I'm going to run a quick commercial while I look for the next match. Thanks for hanging out here this afternoon, folks. Playing some Modern for next hour or so. All right. Got another match here. Opponent's got a pretty good constructed rating. I would like to play first. Some mulligan. I'll keep most things, but not that without a bird. Yeah, that sounds great.
Are there any headphones in that box next to you?
Hmm?
Are there any headphones in there?
I don't think so. I think the Twin Band's great. Like, it's going to force a bunch of people that have been doing the same thing forever to actually do different things. We don't need another lands. We're going to bottom that. How is the Tron? I think the green-red Tron matchup is good. We don't know what the Eldrazi matchup is like because we don't know what the Eldrazi deck looks like. I've been playing just 3 Restoration Angels for a long time. I think 3 is fine. You can only play so many expensive cards like Kiki and Pia and stuff like that. Search for Tomorrow. This matchup's really bad for us. Escape Shift is pretty hard for Chord. Thankfully, we're going to have a Voice turn 2 on the play, but probably still not going to be good for us. I am playing 3... I am playing 3-2 today. I cut the 4th Voice for a second Wall of Roots. Oh, it's this version, so we're really dead. This matchup's super miserable for the Chord deck. And just like, I don't think it's a matchup that you want to spend enough sideboard slots to making better. Like, I've played Slaughter games off and on the sideboards. I played 1 and 2 at the last 2 opens, but Yes, Restoration Angel is a lot better than Flicker Wisp. The extra defense in Modern is relevant. The instant speed is relevant, and not to mention Restoration Angel combos with Kiki Jiki. I don't think Scapeshift is very good. I think it was bad before the bans, and I think it'll stay bad after the bans. In fact, this version of Scapeshift is going to get even worse after the bans because it doesn't interact with its opponent at all. And like the Infect and Burn, the decks that kill you on turn 4 and before very consistently, are going to be much more popular. I think cutting all of the voices is a huge mistake. I would not be in favor of cutting all the voices. Do I want to just jam this resto? I think I do. I don't really think it matters what we do here because like all of our lines just lead to him killing us. Like, so our opponent's deck is a pretty consistent like turn 4 to turn 6 combo deck, and our deck doesn't combo super fast, super consistently. Like, we're more of a mid-range value deck that like wants to play a little bit more of a grindy game. So matchups like this, we're not well suited to play against. I don't know. Probably Grixis Control. Grixis Control was a deck beforehand. Maybe Jeskai Control can do something again, but like Jeskai's a lot worse than. What percentage would you say Kiki card is? How can Tron improve his percentage? I don't. Play more Ugins. Ugin is the card that we can never beat. I'd say post board Kiki's probably favored close to 60% if you have the appropriate amount of fulminators in your sideboard. Like Ugin is the card that Chord can just never beat. Start by cycling this. Yeah, I don't think Jeskai's getting much better. So we're gonna shock myself and play Courser. And basically our game plan for this matchup is just like hope our opponent doesn't have anything and we like beat him with our crappy creatures. No, we have other cards that interact with other combo decks. Like, the problem is, like, none of our cards in our sideboard, like, interact super profitably in this matchup in particular. Like, we have things like Eidolon and stuff like that, and it's just not very good against Scapeshift. Like, we have some Fulminator mages, but again, like, I don't think Scapeshift is very popular, I don't think Scapeshift is very good, so I wouldn't want to devote a whole bunch of cards. Like, in the last 2 opens, I played against Scapeshift exactly once. So there should be sound. Alright, so yeah, okay, good. Someone said sound. I was like, my mic is on. It was muted for a short while there. Alright, 2 Valakuts, Lark, so we have to path this guy. We at least have Spellskite to keep some of his triggers off. He has 3 cards in his hand. Yeah, Blood Moon is not good against Tron. Alright, maybe he just doesn't... I guess if he has another Primeval Titan, he could kill a lot of our creatures. No, I think we have him dead through another Primeval Titan, so we gotta dodge Scapeshift here. Is the card we're looking to dodge. But with Ghost Away as well, I don't think Ghost Away is very good. Like, Ghost Away is only a card that's good when you're already ahead on the board. I'd rather play something that, Voice Spike, the same reason most modern card spikes, people are speculating on it. Alright. And we were already dead to Scapeshift. We came a lot closer to winning this game than I thought.